Yeah,
Okay,
I
we're
have
going.
not. Dope.
So, good morning, and welcome to Phandalin. We are approximately circa 1507 DR, whatever that means, but past the point of anyone who is playing in my other campaigns. So, thank you for being here. For those who may or may not be listening in, Citizens of Phandalin will be a community roleplay opportunity where people can have a character that they can have fun with. If you just want to jump in the tavern and do some in character roleplay, if you have a character build that is maybe not optimized or considered subpar and you want to try to play it and make it usable. If you can't commit to a full campaign but are looking for the feel of a campaign and commitment to a character that you have created, those are options for you to check out the channel. Join when you can, no expectations, and have some fun. For our players that are with us, Phandalin, of course, is located along the Sword Coast. It was a village that possibly had much prosperity a long, long time before. But recently, some have taken to resettling the area and the ruins, trying to find some of the old um, dwarvish sites, some of the lost mines, what other relics and treasures may have been within this area. Bit by bit, over the last, I don't know, 25, 30 years, the town has continued to grow. It has had struggles with different bands of ragabands, people trying to take advantage. It is within the Lost Hills, not considered to be a tame place, but a road, the Tribor Trail, less traveled by, is used by merchants and travelers and soldiers that either have no choice or are armed enough to deal with whatever may creep their way down from the Sword Mountains or out of the Neverwinter Woods. Um, Many people have been thought over the century to have traveled this way and never been heard from again. But the town is building its reputation. It has, over the course, made alliances with both Neverwinter and Waterdeep, as well as Tribor. They have taken on adventures and mercenaries to make the area, specifically directly around Phandalin and its trip to Leolin and Neverwinter safe. And over the last, I don't know, depending on your character, perhaps 5 or 10 years, maybe even less, you have found your way to Phandalin for whatever purpose has brought you here. The town itself is a number of buildings, mostly built from the ruins, the stone collected from the old buildings, and the fences. There has been an import in new materials, both from the mines as well as nearby forests. The town itself has become mostly a settlement of farmers and prospectors. It is branching out to be more prosperous, but with the few exceptions, there haven't been any real mines or anything established at this point to really have money flowing. Some people get lucky panhandling the river or tilling their fields or finding old sites that had not been fully razed or looted yet, and bring some money into the town. There is big works underway to open quarries, reestablish some silver, and possibly even some gold mines. And Phandalin is looking to grow, and many people are looking for a new opportunity to bring that life home. But often, most people are just doing their best to survive and live a simple life and get a fresh start. I would say about now, you've got probably around 100 main structures, some old stone, some newer materials, some just tents. They do include a couple of hotels, a few bits of lodging for people coming to and from the excavations and the mines, as Phandalin is kind of their stopover for their downtime for those hired out to the works. Um, I think for the most part that covers the area. We will get into more details as we come. Recently, at some point this morning, there was a rushed council meeting called, and the inns, the where people go for their morning coffee or their morning beer, because it's Phandalin and we don't judge, have been kind of a talk and gossip. The council here is kind of, I won't say lazy, but uninvolved. They're just starting up. There's not a whole lot going on. They don't meet regularly, typically. It's just kind of a collection of how the town can continue to grow and prosper. So it is a little bit weird that kind of this makeshift meeting was called, and that the council members themselves have been a little hush hush. Uh, but as that has ended, it seems that they have all rushed off to stay busy, avoiding the typical routine and hustle bustle of the early morning town. But you may find yourself within one of these taverns, or you may be curious why the mayor had went to the community board outside of the town hall almost directly after the meeting, joined by um, what is her name? Joined by Halia, who runs the Miners Exchange and is a member of the council. So, with that, I will let one of you, whoever would like, introduce yourselves, tell me what you're about, where you are at, and what are you doing. Before that, somebody may pick a date or a season on the calendar, or we can just roll for it and see when our lovely year takes place.
Let's roll for it.
That's my vote.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So we are using the calendar of Harpos. So I would need a D12 and a D10.
I'll take the
rolled.
D10.
Okay.
Nine.
I got a 10.
10.
Could you post that, those names you mentioned in Roll20 chat so I can write them down?
They are in there, but I can post them again
Okay.
if you would
No,
like.
that's okay.
I will be updating as I introduce people on key figures throughout the town. You will see within your journal a citizens tab. So set apart from that right now is the players tab, which you will find your characters, but eventually the plan is to amalgamate them into one separate or one complete list of all of the citizens. I just want people to be able to find themselves currently. All right, so we have a 10 for the month and a 9 for the day, which puts us on the 9th of Oktar, known as the Rotting. So the calendar of
Fortuitous.
Harpos has, of course, 12 months and is split into 3 10 days. I may actually be using the wrong calendar now that I think about it. Nope, I am not.
Yay!
So Oktar is the month. Where's the month? Sorry, it took me to Oktar 1, which is not what I wanted. More to Oktar on come, but for now, we will just say that it is a late fall. So harvest season should be mostly done. People will be stockpiling for the cold of winter. Probably some early morning frosts on wind and some cold lethargy early morning. It is also getting dark kind of early, which reduces the travel day. All in all, not a favored time in Phandalin, but normal for most of you, I think.
Gotcha. Pete, are you playing Chance?
Yes, I am.
Fantastic. What's Chance doing? And what's Chance about?
First off, um, above the table, the Chance had plans when he was coming to Phandalin. How far advanced have those plans become as far as his profession and environment?
Well, Pete, you were supposed to give me all that information before today, so I guess now you get to make it up as you go.
It's in his history.
Improv.
It is in his history, but you know how long you have been here and how established the Church of Lathander has become, or if Chance is still living out of a hotel, because those were kind of the two options you had given me.
Oh, okay. So Chance is a human, or so he claims. That was a dig at my son. He is modeled after my son in appearance, but he is a priest, a self-proclaimed chief of priest of Lathander, and his goal is to begin a temple in Phandalin, which can offer healing services and that sort of thing, and he wants to help the community grow as a member of the as an outstanding member of the community, which he has not become as yet. I would like to think that he's nice, charitable, he cares about people, very caring, very compassionate. But also, there's this little part of him that has a desire for adventure, and he loves people, everything about people, especially children, because they just melt his heart whenever he sees them. He's very emotional in that regard. And as to why, that will be revealed later. But maybe it's because the person playing him wants grandbabies. And
Hmm. There you go.
and yes, I may be compensating for grandchildren by the members of the community because you're all my children in a way. And
Hmm.
hey, did I just hear someone else? No. Okay. So, anyways, he is a cleric, obviously, because that is my favorite class. And I won't say his domain right now because even though some people might guess it, but right now he is just staying at a local motel. I don't know the name of it yet.
He may choose from either Stonehill Inn or the Giant's Friend Tavern.
Stonehill Inn, because upon this rock I shall build my church.
The inn owner may not feel so strongly about you wanting to build on top of his inn, but he has large accommodating rooms and is always bustling with locals from the community, so a good choice for sure.
Okay. And I guess for now he will make himself more known to the community. He'll offer healing services out of his room at the inn. And if I receive payment, the tavern owner will get half of the proceeds for any healing services, not for adventuring, but because he'll, I assume, will let me heal people and give me a little freedom as far as preaching.
Excellent. A very welcomed member to the growing community. Typically, healing and those types of services have been limited and hard to find within the frontier of Phandalin. Recently, there is a midwife that sometimes is able to make healing potions and the like on occasion from herbs and things, but she does not live within Phandalin, but to the, I believe, southeast on the Keeper's Hill, kind of operating a small garden and living within an old windmill. Um, there has been a history in Phandalin of locals and visitors who may have come injured or even died on the streets that were not able to be saved. So a healer has been valued.
And I would imagine it be morning. I'm down for some juice, not alcohol, and maybe some eggs from the local chickens if there are any. I don't know.
Yeah, but they have to be organic, locally sourced chicken eggs.
Yeah, none of
So,
that chemically induced chicken crap. I don't trust alchemists. No, I'm kidding.
being fall, Phandalin actually has a pretty well established orchard that has been being groomed almost since its reestablishment. So fresh apple juice and cider is definitely in season if you are looking for something cool and sweet or something warm on this misty, frosty day.
Okay, warm cider and eggs.
Eggs.
Yum.
It is like, I'm assuming, kind of one of those church breakfasts where they're like soft boiled and you cut off the shell in your little cup and eat it out with a spoon.
That's far too fancy. That is far
Far
too
too
fancy.
fancy. It's the easiest way to cook an egg because then the innkeeper's wife does not have to do dishes.
Mm. Point.
She can use
Ooh.
the same pot of water all week. It's fun.
It's easier to portion out too when they're not scrambled, right?
This is true.
This is,
And
here's
quick.
your egg, right?
Well,
Here's
I,
your
I
egg.
that
might
a
need more
boil?
than one egg then.
You can even have day old bread. It's fun.
Okay. And I'm just kind of sitting in silence, listening to the voices if there's anyone else in the dining area or whatever, and just listening to the things people are talking about.
Yeah, so you hear a bit of speculation. There is some curiosity about what is going on with the council. There is a few older members, including a good friend of the innkeeper's wife, that expresses some concerns about the incompetent mayor and why they elected him when he has had a shaded history before. They will don't recall why. Um, there are a couple of other members, Halia being one, that seems to not be 100% trusted, but have been great for growing and bringing money into the community. Of course, she also runs the Miners Exchange and has been crucial in establishing the town long before a government was ever created. From there, you hear just the day to days of what people have left to do, how farmers are trying to get their fields tilled before the coldness sets into the earth. A bit of chatter about why some local supply runs have seemingly been delayed. Or why there's been a few people from the mines that are staying late, and what that may mean for the town if they have been able to find a vein or something within one of these old mines. Bit of excitement, but nothing kind of out of the ordinary for standard morning gossip. Well, a bunch of old common folk are gathered around with nothing better to do but spread rumors.
I'll resist commenting about the judgment on the mayor. But internally, I'm thinking everyone deserves a second chance.
Chance.
But I do believe that people can have renewed lives in the path of Lathander, and and I have decided not to judge anyone except by the merits of what they do now in the present, not in the past.
So at one point, Darren does approach, of course, the proprietor of the inn. He. Nope. Toblin, sorry.
Scratching that out.
Toblin Stonehill is the proprietor of the inn. And he does remind his wife's friend that, well, you know, we had voted in Mayor Weston because, well, you remember, he brought in that strange goblin and that other little girl, and I don't know, what seemed to be a whole clan of dwarves to help us chase out the red brands. We would never be growing like we are now if those dirty thieves were still here. Of course, he's not perfect, but which of us are?
Yeah. I'm not here, but my quick question is: would the town master's wife's name happen to be Trilenia? Trilenia?
Uh,
The reason I'm asking is because
yes.
there was. It
Yes, it
is.
is.
Yeah. Makes sense why she's so what do you call it then? Critical of the mayor. Interesting. Yeah, okay. I will make note of that and
That went
remember it.
completely over my head, but okay.
His wife's name is Trolinia, and he does have probably about a 16 or 17-year-old who typically has taken over most of the, I would say, afternoon to evening work within the inn.
Got it. Sounds good. Trilenia Pete used to be one of the members of the town council, but was replaced recently by Halia, the miners exchange person.
Okay.
And then I think there are like two other members, but we don't know who they are. They aren't yet named.
So as I finish my egg and juice, I'll leave a couple copper on the bar. Is that on the table? Is that enough to cover my meal?
So your kind of basic meal is covered within your stay, so
Oh,
you do more just tipping at this
by
point.
the way, do I even have money? Yeah, 6 gold.
Uh,
Okay. For those that don't know, I didn't even know I had inventory.
Oh, gotcha. Did you, are we just doing standard level one inventory?
He actually added my inventory, so
Oh, added
you
yours.
had just added starting equipment from what I saw, which I was fine with.
Okay, sounds
Did you
good.
not? Yeah, I'm sure. I'm
I
sure that's what
did.
you had when I looked. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
so after I
Um.
pay for my meal, well, after I finish my meal, I wipe my face and I thank the bartender and waitress or whatever for the fantastic breakfast, and then I will go out for a walk through the town, enjoying the cool morning air from the fall setting in, and enjoying the turning of the leaves, and just kind of enjoying life as I walk around town.
Excellent. And while this is all going on, then, what are you up to?
Um. If I were to want to be where the people are, um, would that be either at Stonehill Inn or Giant's Friend?
Uh,
Or is there like a community park type situation as well that
uh,
people like to gather
so there is
around?
like a town hill, but it's typically only used within events. What you would normally be busy doing would be either at the Miners Exchange,
Okay.
possibly at either of the taverns, or you could potentially be at Barthen's Provisions, depending on who you were interested in seeing and um, what you were curious about. There is
Sounds good.
also a couple of tent camps that are just on the outskirts of town where travelers, merchants, people looking to prospect have kind of set up a small camp where they do like a bit of a local kind of their own breakfast and such all around. So There are a few
Sounds good.
options depending on who you're looking for and what you are interested in.
Got it. Got it. Got it. I think that Orpheus is someone who believes that a life lived in service is a life worth living. And so I think that he would probably be looking for work either at the Miners Exchange or maybe at the town hall job board just to see kind of like what is up and what may need doing. Is My guess is that a day of mining probably pays a bit less than like these very specific and sometimes urgent asks that may come up at the job board. But I'm not really sure what the economy of mining may look like. I guess it depends on how lucky you are with your prospecting or mining,
Perfect.
and kind of what sort of tax structure there is to the miners exchange.
Yeah, so looking at potential options for work,
Hmm.
interestingly enough, the Miners Exchange had been closed early.
Hmm.
Well, it didn't open this morning due to this last minute
The
council
meeting.
meeting that was had.
Got it.
Um, Halia did return, but went straight into the back after opening, leaving just one of her hands out front. Um, they do collect people looking for, who can swing a pickaxe or would like to join one of the areas where they're excavating mines or digging out mine shafts. So those types of jobs are available, but do not pay well currently.
Mhm.
But upon her return, there were a bit of a growing crowd. A few people have kind of followed, commenting on how her and Mayor Weston had visited the board right after the meeting and have both kind of disappeared into their offices, being unavailable for um, unavailable and not able to be
Got it.
disrupted. So there is a bit of a curious crowd that is within the Miners Exchange, but not really actively doing anything, more just waiting for gossip. And there is a bit of a crowd that has kind of formed around or is making their way to this job board as news spreads out. So
Gotcha. I think Orpheus will approach the kind of stay on the outskirts of the crowd, but try to see if he can approach the kind of one assistant that has been left to run the miners exchange for the day. Um, and Orpheus is a sentient ooze. So his body is kind of in the general shape of a person, but kind of as he glides along the ground, you notice he doesn't have any feet in its place. As he kind of glides along, different kind of pseudopods extrude and retract from his kind of lower half to kind of push his body forward. For someone who may not be used to seeing oozes move around, it's kind of disconcerting. It looks like his top half of his body is staying completely still, while like this kind of cartoonish these slimy tendrils kind of move him along. His body is kind of a translucent blue, and he's wearing kind of monk's scraps. I would say they're robes, but they're really just scraps of cloth that appear to be suspended upon or sometimes even in his body. The top half of his body is in roughly humanoid shape, and he's got kind of a nice thick blindfold across where his eyes would be. He has kind of no nose, no mouth, no like discernible facial features. But being a bright blue oozy person is probably the only discerning feature he needs in this town, right? So he'll kind of glide up toward that assistant and say, "Do you know anything about what that meeting this morning was about?"
Yeah, so as you approach, you walk up to what is probably a young woman, likely local, but has been kind of taken under Helia's wing, known as Serva. So she kind of looks at you curiously. I mean, you've been here long enough that you're not getting the stares, but there's still that curiosity and kind of that aura of who is this? We've never heard of anyone like this. So that
Yeah.
kind of awe, but still caution, right?
Yeah.
So she kind of looks you up and down. Halia does not discuss such business with me. If Sorry, repeat your question again. I'm losing my train.
Oh, no, no worries, no worries. It's. Do you have any idea what that meeting this morning was about?
Yes,
What?
Halia does
Yeah.
not discuss council business with me. If you are here about her notice, I do have details about that, but otherwise, if you're looking for work, I can connect you with that. If you're looking to apply for a claim, I can help you with that. But otherwise, as you can see, we're far too busy right now for.
Please do tell me more about this notice.
Yes. So if you've visited the job board recently, um, Halia is still waiting for a able body who would be willing to check in on a claim. We are getting some pressure from Waterdeep, wondering what is going on with their supplies. And of course, well, you know dwarves, they get busy in their minds and forget about the world beyond. And Halia is far too busy to go and see them herself. But we do need somebody to remind them that there is a timeline that they're expected to keep here.
Hmm. Interesting. How far is the claim? I'm assuming it's like a claim site that we need to go check on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are probably a good day's travel. I mean, you're heading out late, so you might have to spend the night in the wild before you'd reach there. But just on the edge of the Sword Mountains.
Interesting.
Maybe 20 miles or so southwest of here.
I see. Um, Thank you for the information. I will go to the town board, the job board, to learn more.
Well, it
And
pays
yeah.
two gold a day if you haven't seen it.
I was like
Very good
two
money.
gold per day. Yeah, 2 gold to ride out, um, and 2 gold to just to ride back. I'm assuming, and however many days it takes to resolve the issue, while we are out there.
Yes, any
Um,
sort of update, of course.
absolutely. Um, sounds good. I feel like I've learned everything I need to know.
Above table, how many people are they willing to pay for this?
So far, nothing has been said. All it said is able-bodied people, but neither of you have read the notice yet. So,
Okay.
Yep, that's good. Orpheus will glide his way on over to the job board.
excellent. So you guys should be on an old map of Phandalin. There is an updated one, but it doesn't have the locations numbered. But Peter, you are on the map here. And not Peter, sorry, Chance.
And
And
I also see a
Orpheus, correct?
Shannara. Yep, correct.
I
So
I also
see
I
see
where
a
the
will.
player's banner is.
Are you not? Because I can't
I
move you.
wasn't
Okay.
at first. I was on the player token page at first. For some reason, when you
Okay.
moved it, it didn't move me over too.
Because you are
Yeah.
not in as a player, maybe. That's fine.
Yeah.
So Orpheus, I will move you to the Miners Exchange. And now the job posting board is typically off of the edge of the town hall here.
I will make my way over. Do 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 do. There.
And so there is a bit of a crowd there that has formed, as I said, and has been talking. As you approach, you do see the board notice there. As you kind of glide your way between the crowd up to the surface, you see kind of this makeshift board. It's just an old, dry piece of wood, bits of parchment still kind of nailed into it, a number of worn out holes and pieces. You do see that what appears to be a couple of weathered notices have been kind of moved down with two brand new parchments kind of posted on the top. Um, you're welcome to approach if you would like.
I will glide on over, and I'm assuming that everything kind of on the town hall job board thing in the journal is what I see when I get there.
Yes, so there are four notices currently. What is your passive perception and or passive investigation?
Passive perception is 15.
15. Excellent. So you do notice that the two parchments at the top, beginning with Attention Wanderers and the local midwife, are new and fresh and written. The second posting has like an extra, or sorry, the third posting has an extra kind of nail mark in as if it's been kind of ripped and moved. You do also notice that although this page is probably a few days old, there is fresh ink kind of written almost as an insert within this parchment. And the fourth one is kind of half covered. It is a very rushed, kind of choppy, almost stamp like ruins that you may or may not be able to read.
I don't think I can read that. Um, Alrighty. So I think focusing on the third one, which parts feel like they are written in the freshest ink?
Yeah, so the original notice reads, of course, dwarf prospectors have been unearthing ancient dwarven ruins within the mountains southwest of here and have been working to reopen a mine and quarry to supply water deep. Looking for well able bodied citizens to locate them and assist or return with an update. 2 gold per day. And then in fresh ink beside that reads, with a bonus once task is completed.
Got
This,
it.
of course, is signed by Halia Thornton of the Miners Exchange.
Gotcha. It wasn't attracting enough attention, and so yeah, that's the dusty one that's been moved and deprioritized, right? Got it. I will look up at the other two that were posted by the mayor and just note that the first one pays 50 gold, and the second one plays 25. Um, and either way, it seems like the mayor's the person to head to next. In my mind.
All right. And as you see this fluid being reading the job board while you are on your morning stroll, Chance, is there anything else that you'll be doing?
Well, I do see the crowd gathering, and I'm a little curious, but I hold back because I see this weird bluish, gooish creature. I've never seen the like before, so I'm kind of holding back and observing it, wondering what kind of creature it is. I've never seen anything like that back home.
Excellent. The DM's favorite is always when the party refuses to come together. I love it.
Well, I'm holding back more out of interest than.
Just giving,
Yeah.
just giving you.
No worries. I will. I will kind of without turning my head. Um. Say.
Manifest
and
a
like
face.
as I. Well, no. But as I talk, it's like bubbles are coming up to the surface and like popping with sound that comes
That's
out, right?
amazing.
Um, and kind of as the bubble pops, it kind of sends a ripple across the surface of my body from like where the bubble is popped, and so kind of from the side of my face, from the side of my cheek, kind of in your direction, a bubble pops and says, "Like what you see?"
I'm
I guess
taken
you aren't
aback.
standing far back enough, Peter. Or Chance.
That is so awesome.
I'll say yes.
What sort of creature are you? Are you a
Um,
male, a female, both? Neither?
Neither. Um, Although I prefer to use he they pronouns. Um, our kind our kind procreates by
Okay, that's too much
dividing.
information. I'm a
Um,
simple, humble priest. I don't need to know your sex life.
well, it's actually an asexual life, if you must be technically.
Long as you go forth and multiply, I guess, then everything's
Right.
cool, right? We're
Absolutely. Absolutely. Are you here to look at the job board?
Well, I was just out for a stroll, but I saw the crowd, so I figured, maybe there's something interesting up there. Oh, look, I see that. What's her name?
Halia?
Halia?
Yeah, Halia still hasn't gotten somebody to go out to that mine for her. That's interesting. Do you plan
Well,
to take any of these jobs? I'm kind of looking for some company.
I was thinking about heading over to the mayor. He has two of the three postings here that I can read, and I've no interest in being an enforcer for the miners' exchange. I'm here to help, not help those who have money gain more of it.
Uh, You know, a Dabra Gwen, she is a pretty good midwife, but why would they want her when I can help deliver a child? I don't know. But you know what? If you don't mind the company, I find you quite curious. I would love to.
Oh no, I don't think they're looking to deliver another child. That is simply an excuse to lure her back to this town.
Oh.
We'll be able to learn more if we speak to the mayor, I suspect.
Okay, I'm curious about what's going on there anyways. If you don't mind the company and maybe we can talk some. I can learn about your people and say, have you heard of Lathander?
Hmm. Tell me more about Lathander. And I'll kind of reach out with my hand and pull the posting for the midwife, the second posting. Since this is the only one that says what do you call it? Bring me this posting if you wish to undertake this task. So pop,
Now
and
I'm
I'll what
curious.
do you call it?
Is it a
The
When
hand
we
or
walk
midwife
does
with
it
you.
doesn't
just
want
shoot
to.
out a pseudopod appendage and
Oh, no,
stick
no,
to
no,
it
no,
and
no,
then
no.
yank it off?
No, I have formed like approximations of arms, uh, what do you call it? That are like kind of wrapped in um, like strips of cloth that look like monk's cloths, but um, he kind of keeps two arm-like appendages kind of at all times and keeps his upper half in a roughly humanoid shape because he's found that being too amorphous kind of breaks the minds of flesh bags that are used to seeing things in like one shape, right? And he doesn't want to create that kind of horror this early in the morning.
So is the note now in a hand or is it inside your body? Because this is important. I'm trying to determine if you're a gelatinous cube or not.
It is in my hand. It is in my hand.
I'm
And,
picturing like one of those gumball sticky hands that was just like.
yeah.
That's what I
Ah,
was
yep.
picturing.
Yeah, 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 for sure.
So, do
So
you mind
it's
the
yeah.
company?
Of course not.
Oh, great. So, Lavender is such a wonderful deity. He loves vitality and youth. I'm only 25, by the way. How old are you?
Mm. I am many years old.
Oh, you
Um,
certainly don't look it. Not a ripple in your skin.
ah, and pop ha ripple, right?
So,
Yeah.
Lavender is the god of spring birth, renewal, conception, but I don't talk about that part. Um,
Why not?
oh, because that's private, isn't it? I mean, people don't, well, good people don't talk about that out loud, do they?
I mean, why not? It is important for the continuation of your race, and the outcome of such activities is easily evident.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, I have no
You
training per
too.
se, but,
Yeah.
but, but, I always assume what
The,
happens in a bedroom stays in a bedroom. That's just a little too much information
Well,
for people to
if
share
that were
just out and
true,
about.
yeah, if that were true, then all of your people would be locked forever in bedrooms.
Well, do you even use a bed?
Um.
Didn't you just say what happens in the bedroom should stay in the bedroom?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. I didn't mean that in a sexual way. Oh my God, that could have been taken so horribly wrong. I meant when you sleep, do you sleep in, like, say, a bucket or a bed, or how do you
Um.
rest?
Uh,
That's not a physical.
I will say I'll say I sleep where I sleep in whichever form I choose. Um, if we are to adventure together, you may one day see how I sleep.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! I don't swing that way.
Um, I assure you, I have no interest in begatting with you, nor could I.
Oh, thank you for that religious term. I do appreciate that. So, shall we go?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So the town hall has been locked, but you do see this uh, what has been a recently expanded building with these heavy stone walls. It has a losing my notes. Trying to update Lathander here. So it has these sturdy stone walls, although some of them, probably three of the main walls and the tower in the back, a bit of a bell tower, are kind of made from old stone. You do see that it has been expanded with a new squared mason's wall to the front with the big doorway, giving it, at least from the road, the appearance of this grand new building. The pitched wood roof is still fresh, as if it's only seen maybe a couple of winters. The job board, of course, sits right near the front entrance, but you would know, or would easily enough be able to find out, that the mayor's house is located just down the street at Site 12 here.
Mm.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I haven't been very talkative since we started walking. I'm just trying to figure out how you move without showing leg movement. It's like you're gliding on the ground. That is really quite interesting.
Absolutely, it is simply a matter of a mind over matter.
Oh, I don't mind. Not that it matters.
There you are. I have a unique physiology that allows me to do things that those who are constrained to a single corporeal form are unable to.
I would imagine so. It must be marvelous. I mean, I'm stuck with this dumb old human form. We can't even bend our arms backward, and I'll demonstrate how the elbow
Oh.
keeps locking in place. But you don't have that
Yes.
limitation. That would be there are places on my backside that I can't reach. Having flexibility like yours would be so relieving when I get an itch.
Mm, well, I'll say there are tools for every task, and I'm sure you could fashion a back scratcher, should you require it.
Yeah, but that means carrying extra equipment, and I mean, a priest walking around with a back scratcher all the time, that would be a little embarrassing, you know? People might think I have some back fungus or something. By the way, and he lifts up his tunic in the back and says, "Do I have a back fungus?"
I'll say, um, what you have growing up on your body is your business and your business alone.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I suppose. I'm sorry. That was probably too forward. Um, I tend to do or say things that are stupid, stupid, stupid. Sometimes I need to think before I speak, and I do apologize.
Yeah, it's no worries. Is that something you find you need help with?
Oh, just something Lathander is working with change, working to change within me.
Got
You
it.
know what?
Um,
They tell me people have told me that improves with age and wisdom, but I always thought maybe people just get tired of making the effort.
mm,
I like to engage others in conversation because you never know what you're going to learn.
absolutely, absolutely. Let us travel forward to the mayor's house, in silence as you contemplate your words.
All right. So in
Okay, I can be
silence,
quiet for a little while. Really, I can. Exactly how long?
almost in silence, you make your way to the town
Still
mayor's
being quiet.
house. And you come across a bunch of kids kind of whispering and skipping along behind you. Um, just curious as kids are, having, well, you two having your odd conversation, Orpheus being Orpheus, and pulling the notice off the board has at least caught the imagination and curiosity of the locals. There's a couple of older boys and girls, probably just, putting in time before they have to head back to work. There is some younger kids, what appears to be three or four young dwarves that are kind of following ahead, or behind rather, and the signs that it is a budding community that is growing. But sure enough, you make it to the mayor's house. It's got this little brass bell kind of attached to the edge of the door.
That's
What
good.
appears to be one of the newer, nicer places in town.
I
I'll,
will. Go ahead.
I'll turn to the kids and I'll wave them over and I'll say, "We have business that we have to take care of, children, but I want you to enjoy your day. Here you go," and I'll give them each a peppermint stick
Got it.
and,
Well,
and put
I
one
will
in my
say.
mouth.
Got it. So, do you know these village spawn?
Oh, 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 I get it. Oh, we call them children. They're really quite remarkable.
Children's.
Yes. One day I hope to have dozens of them of my own, but
Got it.
I don't even
I'll say that
have a
that.
girlfriend
that
right now. But someday. Right
right.
now, Lathander is my only focus.
I'll say a lofty ambition for someone who cannot even speak of the act that would require it.
Oh,
Uh,
oh, you made me lose it.
No worries.
I
Oh,
nominate him
oh,
for
oh,
inspiration on that line.
I'll say, usually, in societies, handing out candy to spawn that you are not personally familiar with is frowned upon.
Oh well, I love children. I would, I oh
I didn't take it that way. Let us move on.
Oh, thank heavens.
I'll reach out an arm and knock on the
And we're
mayor's door.
knocking, and we're knocking.
Yeah. So as they kind of approach, one kid, a little bit chubby, no beard yet, starting to form, gets this huge smile on his face. There's another one, kind of rubs his eyes. Thank you, mister. And they kind of watch as you head forward and ring the bell.
There you go.
You hear a call from under the door. Who is it? What do you need? It's early.
We're here about the postings.
Ah, yes. What posting are you here about?
The most urgent one.
They're all urgent. What posting are you here about?
You'll say,
Baby.
I'll say, hold on. So bringing the midwife back is just as urgent as surveying.
Well, it is to somebody. Otherwise, they wouldn't
I
have
see.
posted it.
Which of these is most urgent to you?
You see kind of a curtain
Yep.
open up to the side of the door as Weston's head kind of sticks around the corner and searches. Kind of gives you both a look up and down, and the little bit of the crowd, the kids kind of in behind you. It's like, come closer to the door.
That's
I'm
good.
kind of leaning to the
I-
side, watching to see if they stick together.
No worries. So my body will remain where it is, but my head will kind of move closer to the door, as if extending.
My jaw will drop.
I'll stretch out and I'll go, yes.
So his voice kind of drops to a whisper at this point. He's like, You look like you have been about the world before. What if I told you that these tasks might be related? If you accept, I can give you more detail.
I'll say, a life lived in service is a life worth living.
Oh, I quite agree. I like his attitude. Don't you, Mayor?
Are you leaned into the door? Because they're whispering.
Yeah. Well, I was leaning close, watching his neck stretch. But I'm also poking it with my finger to see how far in my finger goes.
Consent chance.
No worries. I will allow it to happen. But I'm focusing on the mayor right now.
There are concerns that something has come down from the mountains or out of the hills. We have lost, miners have been delayed returning. Supplies have been delayed in coming. Of course, I Adabra lives by herself, but she's quite an old woman, you see. But it would not do good for the town if someone such as her disappeared, um, especially when the great lady of the manor returns one day. Um, if someone were to maybe survey out to the Keeper's Hill, bring her back safely, and then perhaps circle out further to the south or along the Tribor Trail to the east, and find out if there's any cause for these delays. Well, that's what we're surveying.
Oh, and
I see.
may I ask? I'm so sorry to interrupt, but how much are you willing to donate to the cause, so to speak?
I'll say to him, you read the postings, didn't you?
Shh. This is what we call negotiation.
You kind of hear as the mayor just
Well, you
leans his head
see,
up
Say,
against the door.
I'm trying to start a temple in your fine town, and I'm really beginning to become quite known for my healing services. But I have to say, there's overhead, So that combined with
I
if I leave town for any period
imagine.
of time, that'll cause a buildup of clientele that need healing, and I'll have to come back and deal with all that. So if you could donate to the cause of building my temple, perhaps I could participate in this, because I'm quite sure, even though he doesn't look like he could be wounded, Orpheus could be hurt as he travels out there.
So you are new in town, and you are attempting to blackmail the mayor
No.
and replace our beloved Adabra.
Oh no, I do not want to replace anybody. I'm a follower of Lathander. I believe in renewal and rebirth. So I'm just saying, you have no
I will say,
temple in town, so
I will interrupt and I will say, you had mentioned overhead. I imagine there's much that flies over your head. If we continue this line of questioning and conversation, I do believe that you will be in need of rebirth.
I don't get it. I'll try to. I'll go silent for a little bit, pondering, trying to figure out what he meant by that.
Yeah. My head will kind of like crane toward you and say, the mayor will be happy if we are selected to pay us 50 gold to survey the lands and 25 to bring back the midwife.
Oh well, Miss, is the mayor male or female?
Well, of course, it would be 25 gold immediately upon the safe return of our midwife. The 50, your bonus for any additional information or services
And
that you complete along your survey. And of course, I mean, the good Lathander should invoke the start of all new endeavors, wouldn't you say?
yes, but his church has to be built. Wouldn't you agree? Perhaps if you could contribute another 25 gold toward the building fund?
The mayor is a male.
I'm sure Lathander would not judge any contribution to the building fund or lack of contribution. And the well, let's just say I really doubt that his blessings are limited by contribution, but on the other hand, I can't afford to buy all the stone and the brick and the stone carvers and the masonries and all. I haven't even hired an architect yet.
Also,
You. Yes, of course, you. The Morning Lord is worshipped himself by the rising of the sun every day. He's beyond such um, mortal constructs. But if you don't agree, what specifically are you asking?
Well, I do actually agree with your point about the
Excellent. Then it's
Morning Lord,
settled.
but
You may see me upon your return.
okay. And he'll frown and he'll lean back and say, Orpheus,
I was
I'll
so,
be
gonna
waiting
give you
over
a
here.
persuasion
uh,
roll, but
no worries.
you
Uh,
pointed it out.
as we turn around, I will say, if you need more resources, perhaps you should take on more work rather than begging for the generosity of those who would pay you a fair price for a deed well done.
Well, I'm all open to hard work. It's just that some of the people who come to me for aid are really quite poor, and I can't help. I mean, I help them anyways, but well, I can only do so much in a day, and I'm hoping that if I can build an actual temple
Sounds like a you problem.
with
Orpheus will start moving.
I'm hoping I can recruit other Nobody wants to know. Okay,
I'll say,
fine.
it sounds like a you problem. I'll like move off and kind of from the back of my neck, a bubble will pop and will say, "He who tries to help everyone ends up helping no one," and then continues to move.
Poor chance.
I'll ponder that as I
Nobody
follow
else can
along.
see.
Awesome.
All
Right.
We'll see if I have a map set up for you. Because I removed it from the job board because you took it, Orphis, I have posted the paper in chat.
Nope.
I will move you to the Sword Coast map. Peter, you may or may not have to move yourself. I am not sure.
The full Sword Coast?
The full Sword Coast?
Oh, okay, I see. I'll just follow the banner.
Oh, gotcha. Because you see everything.
Apparently he does, yes.
I wonder if I could rejoin his player.
That would have probably have been the thing to do. So both of you do have a history of kind of listening within the area of the town. I will allow either of you to give me we'll call it a history check.
Exciting. 9.
You do not know the history or the area well at all.
No worries.
Oh, man.
I'm unfamiliar with the local customs. Oh wow, you got a 0.
I know.
I didn't know that was possible.
I am switching to my real voice. You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know.
Because I'm sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
You wouldn't know this, but the past 2 weeks, the electronic dice have been really doing me wrong.
Gotcha. They've been doing you dirty.
Yeah.
All Got it. Got it. Well, you are playing an 8 int character very well.
All right. So on your maps, you should now see Phandalin, and the X marks the spot for what is known as the Keeper's Hill. Unfortunately, as you begin to exit town, you realize that you're not really sure where you're going, but you do stop upon one of the bunkhouses where a number of miners do stay housed when they're off duty. It is relatively empty, but there is a couple bodies there, and they do kind of point to a hill, probably on the edge of your vision, a few miles away, just to the southeast, where the trail kind of begins to curve around, heading towards the Sword Mountains. So you may begin your journey.
Thank you for the direction. And we shall depart.
Excellent. So is there anything that you would like to do before or while you travel? I assume not, but maybe.
If we're traveling on foot, I'm willing to just set out and stuff. Still fascinated by the way Orpheus moves.
Orpheus. You put an extra E in there.
Yeah, we're not
Matrix.
in the Matrix.
Yeah, not in the Matrix. I'm not trying to guide my dead wife back from the underworld.
Okay, Orpheus.
Orifice.
Orifice. Okay.
You put an extra I in there. No worries. All right. Yeah. Let us move on. So I'll say yeah. Well, I don't know. Did you want to have a quick chat about anything before we get there, or
Me?
yeah?
Oh.
Chance.
Oh. Yes. I was wondering, Orpheus, how do you dispose of body waste? And is
Privately.
it visible until you dispose of it? Like, are we going to be walking around and am I going to see, like, little clumps of excrement floating in your body?
I'll say How do you dispose? I'll say, do you dispose of your excrement publicly?
It depends on how bad I have to go, I suppose.
Well,
I mean,
I'll say, well then,
not particularly, but
okay.
if I had to go bad enough, I suppose I could drop trowel.
Interesting.
I mean,
I'll say,
it's a
the
natural
thing,
function. I'm just wondering how your body naturally functions to get rid of it. I mean, does it just kind of plop out as you walk, or is this something where?
I'll say, my physiology is more advanced than yours, and when I consume, I do not leave waste.
Does that mean you don't
I'm
even pass gas?
I'll say I'm. I'll say. I'll say. Words are but gas moving from your fleshy folds out into the world.
Oh, so you're saying every time you talk, you're passing gas. I got it. Okay. Moving on.
Sounds
The
good.
conversations that you have when you first meet somebody, apparently.
Yeah. No, I mean I'm pretty alien. But Pete, your Chance has tangled with oozes before, I'm assuming.
No.
No, never mind then.
He's completely naive.
No worries. No worries.
Wait till he meets it. Wait till he
Yeah.
meets a devil person,
Uh,
which is coming.
Devil for a tiefling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oddly enough, there was supposed to be one with us today.
I know.
Yeah, the
All
beauty
right.
of level 0 characters. So you continue your trek along a more of a feel of a game trail, really. You suspect that in parts there's probably a fence that bordered one side of this trail. You do see bits of fence post or piles of stone. Perhaps even at one point in time, there would have been wagons or the like running along here. You do see kind of in one groove where it's been trekked out to a bit of a dip, and along the side, what is starting to form another, as if wagons are more recently beginning to carry on down this trail again. And you make your way to where you come across sorry, also trying to adjust things for having only 2 players as I'm talking here.
No worries. Making my way
I can ask more
downtown, walking
questions.
fast. Days is passing and
You are
homebound.
welcome to ask more questions.
Okay, so what's the most embarrassing question he could ask right now? Um, do you dream? Orpheus,
I'll
do you
say,
dream?
yes, I do,
I have a dream.
but does it involve blackmailing important individuals in town
Oh, I
into
do not
contributing
blackmail
to
anybody.
your temple fund?
I merely, if Lathander teaches, I assume. I mean, I don't have any official training, so I'm kind of stepping out on this. But I would assume that Lathander would teach that people don't know to give if you don't present the opportunity to give. So it's not blackmail,
I'll,
it's merely expressing a need.
I'll say, a cleric who guesses at their deity's intentions does not inspire much confidence.
Yes, I understand that. It's just I've never been one for schooling, and Lathander did help my father get better, so here I am.
Hmm, interesting.
I mean, isn't it
Um,
good to make a decision to dedicate your life to serving the God who helps you and not sticking to society's norms of training or anything like that? Just be within the Lord and operate according to his wishes instead of man's wishes.
well, I think it depends on what you wish to do.
Oh, I wish to help people and learn about the world and explore and build a temple in dedication of Lathander and to have 27 kids and and oh, there is so much I want
Yeah,
to do.
I'll ask this. I was like, interesting. Then I will ask this: in the time you spend to erect a temple, how many more could you have helped?
Oh, I plan to help as many as possible along the way. That's why I need to accept contributions to the building fund so while the building's being put up by the professionals, I can be out helping people. But that takes money. Unfortunately,
Well, a problem that can be solved with money is not a problem. It is just a cost.
I agree. And right now, if you would like to help me out in that cost,
So as you continue along, you do see before you this high slope begins to emerge. A trail kind of weaves its way up the side. You see kind of set not at the very top, but upon one of the higher edges, this old stone structured windmill. It does have what appear to be rebuilt blades. They are not spinning. Um, you see some kind of quick, dark creature whip around the top of this windmill. And from within, you do hear a bit of a scream and the slam of a door.
I scream.
All right.
I screamed
I'll
like a
say
little girl. Sorry.
say we must make haste. Are you able to move with in concealment?
Oh. Um. Well, you just above table. He's wearing scale mail, so he's got disadvantage on stealth.
I
So
will also
under the
remind you
table.
that moving at stealth is also half pace. So
Oh, half space.
stealthily
Never mind.
and
Let's just run.
hastily,
Yeah.
kind of.
Don't mix. Don't mix. Yeah. I'll say let us move quickly. And we'll begin to sprint toward that building. And the scream.
I
Excellent.
will try my best to keep up because I'm wearing this heavy armor.
Got it. I will sprint forward. Do you have a movement speed of 30? Are you
Yes.
able to keep up? Yep, fantastic. Then we are keeping pace and moving forward.
All right. I will adjust your maps.
Making my way downtown.
So as you begin to approach, I should be able to pop you up on the map here.
Ooh, okay.
Pop you up on the map here. So you see the edge of the hill rises probably about 30 to 40 feet before you. You see the windmill here. What was some flying creature whip about it shortly before you heard a scream and a slam of a door.
Got it. And is there like a henge of some sort to the right? See
To the
piles of.
right is blocked out. That is the inside of the building, like a little map within a map. Sorry.
Just to clarify,
Oh, a map with a map.
I only have 5 feet of vision because that's just so I can see where my token is. I'm in total darkness other than that. I can't even see.
Because it thinks that it is nighttime. I should be able to fix that.
Oh, okay, interesting. I can see just fine. It's just the dynamic lighting won't let me see inside of the buildings.
Right.
Which
All
is
I'm
correct.
seeing is my
Which is
token.
correct. Okay.
For whatever reason, Peter sees less.
Well, I could switch
Weird.
back to DM mode
That's
and
okay.
see, but
No. I'll just
No, that's
pop some light sources. Does that help at all?
not necessary.
It shouldn't help you, but does that help Peter at all?
I'm
Do you see
looking.
things?
I'm looking. No.
No. Oh, because I'm on the wrong layer. Haha, I always do that. Who needs light sources on the DM layer? Is that helping?
2 new spots just appeared.
What is the range on those spots? Maybe I just need to do
5, 10, 15 feet bright and 15 feet
they
dim.
don't help. All right, we
But
will
I do
fix
see
it.
Orphis.
I am just going to edit your vision on this map. We'll just do it that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
You may have vision.
240 feet.
Oh, nice.
No,
Your
I
last
don't know.
name's Gallivant. Didn't you play another character called Gallivant?
Yes.
Okay.
This one does. Well, I won't say he doesn't sing, but he's not known for it.
If you
Yeah.
can't see now, Chance, try a refresh. You should have.
I am seeing much more.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Is go ahead. Sorry.
No, you are okay. I was going to say what you see before is the hill begin to rise. At the top, the edge of this windmill. Within its shadows, what looks to be some sort of a chimney or house. And then beyond, the hill continues to extend until it eventually levels up off on a flat surface.
Got it. I got it.
So we're approaching the windmill, correct?
Yeah.
I believe that was your plan, yep.
Okay.
Yep, absolutely. Um, I will start to move toward it. I will kind of sprint, so using my full movement speed and then another action to move my full speed again. I'm gonna move to this point right here first, where there is a change in elevation. Would you like me to make an acrobatics or some kind of a check to climb or ascend?
No,
Or
the hill, it just shows kind of levels for height. It is a hill, so it's not really steep.
got it.
Typically, you would need to kind of wind your way up just for ease, but in a rush, you would be able to run up.
All right. Sounds good. I think from where I was, I could probably make it to this elevation point, and that's about it. If we're not yet in initiative, then we will continue to move forward.
All right.
And I am following along.
Perfect. So as you rush up the hill, I will take an athletics or acrobatics check from both of you.
Sounds awesome.
Acrobatics for me. And I forgot that I was rolling real dice now,
Ooh.
but 12.
23.
Okay. I mean, Chance is limited by the mechanics of a breathing individual. He sounds a little heavy-chested, but seems to be in good shape. He's not slowing you down, at least, which is a great sign. As you crest kind of the edge where this hill levels off, you see the structure of this windmill. You see surrounding it is a iron fence. You do kind of hear a woman yelling, well, will you just go away? And you hear like a scratching on wood. And then further up the steps, you start to make out what appears to be almost a couple of piles of stone on the ledge up above. As I said, the windmill is not running. It does show like the fins have been repaired. A couple of them don't have any fabric on them at this point. And what appears to be little patches of herbs and things across different portions of the fence and the hillside.
Belvedere, did you accidentally not give me a shield, or can I pick one?
I sold your shield to give you your other stuff because you had mentioned that your favorite weapons were a great axe and a longbow, and I assumed in using those you wouldn't be using a shield.
A two-handed weapon.
Yeah, I have a longbow and a warhammer.
Yeah.
So
So I gave you. Oh, I thought I gave you a great axe. Maybe I gave you. That's fine.
no, I'll stick with the
I
warhammer.
think you have enough gold that you can replace your shield if you want it. But for
Well,
whatever reason, I just assumed you didn't use a shield, and I wanted to make sure that you had your tool set and stuff. So
okay. Let me see how much a shield costs. Cause
I think it's only 5 gold. It might even be 2.
10 gold. I'll wait.
Yeah. I have quarterstaff. Hiking staff. I don't think I want to use it though.
All right.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
Will you just leave me alone? Did that sound like a something like a conversation overheard, or did it sound like it was directed at us?
Uh, it sounded muffled beyond a
Got it.
building,
Got it.
as a bit of a almost just like a frustrated scream rather than directed at anybody.
Got it. Got it. Got it. All right. Sounds good. I will approach, um, and say, to Chance, it sounds like a domestic dispute.
Chance will nod at him. He's hanging back an extra 5 feet, and he's kind of
But
using these thin iron fencing, as to help conceal himself until he steps around it, even though it's probably not very much cover at all.
got it. The iron fence is like a grid, like a, what do you call it? It's not like a solid fence, right? There are
No,
gaps through it.
yeah, just iron posts. They
Oh,
seem very, very old. Not rusted, so definitely quality. You may make me a roll if you want any more than that.
no, I just wanted to check to see if there were gaps in them. So Orpheus will continue to like move through, and he's got like a staff with like a bundle of belongings on the end of it, um, like hobo style,
A
right?
hobo stick.
Um, like a hobo stick, and he will kind of like he will like move through the gate, and like throw his belongings kind of over the gate, pass through it, and then like catch it on the other side, right? And like continue moving in a straight line, not bothering to deviate from his course to find like an opening, in the
Okay.
thing.
Chance will look
Uh,
down at the fence, shake his head, and walk around it.
I will take a performance check or an acrobatics check if you would like to show off, but otherwise you may move yourself 30 feet.
Cool. I'll do an acrobatics check. I feel like that was showing off. That was a 21.
Sheesh.
This fluid, well, has the most fluid movement you have ever seen, young Chance. It's amazing how coordinated he can move and manipulate, almost juggling his pack in anticipation.
I'm just jaw dropped and following along.
Got it. I can't tell where the door is because everything is just blocked out. But
So
I'll
there
kind of
doesn't
move
appear
toward
to be
that.
a door on this side of the windmill from the two sides you've seen. You do
Okay,
see
so
what may be kind of shuttered windows about 30 feet up. You would suspect. Give me, let's call it a nature and investigation roll.
okay, I will give nature. That is a 17.
I mean, you've never worked in a mill, but you kind of get the idea of it. When things are milling, there's potential for a lot of dust, so it seems like these are just small windows to allow some circulation, probably when the mill is within use.
Makes sense. I will, I guess, continue around the side, looking for an entrance, right? That isn't 30 feet up in the air.
Okay.
So I'll get to this corner, I guess.
So as you round the corner, you do see what appears to be a house similar to the ones within Phandalin itself. It appears to be mostly rebuilt, probably from rubble and scrap stone. You do see a tiny chimney that erupts out the back of the house. What appears to be a covered, the edge of a covered garden, not so much a patio, where water is collected underneath kind of a roof with a bit of a fence around it. As the building continues to wrap around.
Orpheus, should we just be sneaking around someone's house like this? This seems kind of peeping Tom.
I'm not sneaking. I'm not sneaking.
Oh, well, okay. If you say so. I'm sneaking. I'm staying behind you.
Tink,
I'm gonna
tink.
I'm gonna say you're not sneaking either.
Well,
Or actually, I'll say no, you aren't. I'll keep moving. Yep. Continue
So
moving
as you
around
hit the
here.
edge,
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
you hit the edge, you do hear the scratching intensifies of what appears to be something hammering against wood. What is both of your passive stealth?
Passive stealth. That's just 10 plus my modifier, right? 15?
Yeah.
12.
And yours is disadvantaged, so you're actually -5 on that for chance.
7.
Perfect. So with that, I guess we should roll initiative then.
Sounds great.
Great. Me with a squishy monk.
16.
You with a squishy monk.
Yep. Monks are the best. So the thing is, I love the flavor of monks. I've never played a monk ever because every time I read their package, I'm just like, maybe not, maybe not. But I'm excited to play one. Oh, great! I get to go first.
Of course.
I love monks.
That's one
You
I
do?
was happy to run.
I love
digital.
the flavor. I love the flavor of monks. I'm excited to play my first monk. This is going to be great.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Just remember, I don't have Revivify.
No worries. I have 10 hit points.
I don't have a history of TPKs on session 1. It is okay.
The worst case, I'll create a new character.
That's true.
All right.
It occurs to me, if he drops, I can't even carry him off because he'll just ooze through my arms.
It might just be you. We'll have to find out.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you do not go first.
Oh, nope.
You hear as the scratching and scraping stops as Orpheus, you turn back to Chance with his ting ting tinging. And up over the edge of the
What
roof.
is that?
You see as this strange winged creature probably about half of your size, has these large black wings. At first, you think it's like a large hawk or owl, perhaps. But as it dives, you see these vicious claws, this strange beak, and these almost like antlers, almost like a
Oh.
flying jackalope, descend quickly upon you.
Mm.
And this is where it all goes downhill.
Oh crap!
I'll be fine.
So as it kind of dives towards you, you see it almost not notice Orpheus at first as it dives for chance. But last minute, it seems something else has gotten its attention and it twists over, digging its talons into you, Orpheus.
Got it.
Does a 12 hit?
12 does not hit.
All right. You're able to kind of almost force it back with your quarterstaff. And as you kind of push it to the side, away from the building, because that's where your movement is, you seemingly aid it as it plants its beak in to rip the flesh out from under Chance's armor. You have aided it with a crit because I am your DM. So 25.
Oh, geez. So I'm imagining him coming over and me blocking it with like the hobo bag part of the quarterstaff, right? And it's like that weight, the additional weight actually drives the force of it deeper, almost like a hammer, deeper into your armor on accident. And kind of as I complete my swing, the hobo bag kind of falls to the ground, and I'm left with just a stick in my hand.
How much damage?
Sorry, Chance.
Well, Chance, that is 8 piercing. And unfortunately, another 8 for critical damage.
Oh no!
I am.
Oh
down.
no!
One shot.
No!
And this is why Belvedere TPKs every session 1.
And he loves killing my characters.
There you go.
It's just the way the dice rolled. It was not my fault.
As I go down, I'm crying out, "Money!" And then I'll fall.
So as you cry out in pain and in falling, you hear a strange voice come from within the home again. Who's there? A little help, please. And it is now Orpheus. Go.
Gotcha. I have no way of bringing him back outside of. I can maybe try a. Can I try a medicine check to stabilize someone? I don't have anything. I don't have any healing.
If you would prefer to use your action to stabilize the fallen Chance, rather than deal with the Periton that is probably turning its full attention to you, you may definitely go ahead.
Okay, interesting. I will just try to attack it and see what happens. So I will attack. Nope, that I don't think a 7 is going to hit.
A 7 does not hit.
Not hit, and then I will bonus action attempt another attack. Oh wow, I don't think an 8 hits either. Hey! I rolled a 2. I rolled a 2 and a 3. I rolled a 2 and a 3.
TPK. TPK.
That's my.
Dude is going to feel horrible shortly.
It'll be fine. I have my action. I've got my bonus action. Let me see if I've got anything else that could be helpful? I don't think so. Nope, I think that's it. I'm not gonna attempt an opportunity attack. So I will stay put, and that'll be my turn.
All right.
Or actually, can I free action say, we need healing? Shout out at no one in particular.
In particular.
In my dreams, I'm thinking they need healing.
There you go.
You see as the kind of shutter within a window that opens up to this garden, a face peek through, kind of look at you, look at this fallen armored person beside you, and they bite their lip for a moment with a strange kind of almost a disappointed look on their face.
This was not the help I was looking for.
And with that, you see as the window kind of pushes open all the way, this lady pulls her hands together. There's a bit of a radiant glow that erupts, and you are both now blessed.
I'm unconscious.
Nice.
That's not much of a bless.
You don't want to plus D4 to your saving throw?
Oh yeah, definitely. But
blessings are great.
I'm not. I'm just saying, Chance isn't feeling very blessed right this second.
You will when you start making save death throws.
And with that, Chance, you may make your first death save.
12. I'm not using my blessed roll.
No, you get it every time.
For a minute, so.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah,
I guess I'll.
To a 16.
Either
way, you pass.
3, so 15.
All right. Back to our Periton friend. What will it do? Aside from roll another crit, apparently.
Nice. Well, that'll be it then.
You see as this creature leaps off your fallen friend, seemingly unable to stop him even with your help. It circles up in the air and dives back down at you. Orphus, does an 18 hit?
18 does hit.
18 does hit, so that'll be 6 points of piercing damage as it digs its talons on you. And you are starting to clue in that this is probably the scratching on wood that you had heard previous.
Yeah, absolutely.
It is now your turn.
Okay, so I got a friend who is down.
Yes, bonus action, she does toss you this strange, just off-white, almost like a rosé, little vial of sparkling liquid.
Oh, gotcha.
As well. Yep.
I will catch it, and would it be an action or bonus action to try to shove it down Chance's throat?
It is an action to give a potion to someone else.
Sounds good. I will. What will I do? I will spend an action. Um, let's see if this works. What do you call it? So it's diving and it's taking a swipe at me, right?
It tried to dive into you with its talons.
Perfect. Perfect.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is as my action, I'm going to attempt to kind of basically explode into like a shapeless blob. And hope that it's not used to attacking oozes. And I want to basically try to trick it into thinking that it destroyed me with that attack. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah.
Because I can, as an action, revert to a blob form and like, just like fall into a blob onto the ground, instead of being in a roughly humanoid shape.
And does it think I'm dead already?
I don't know. It's my best shot. I could feed you a thing and then get killed next turn.
No,
Or I could try to.
I like what you're doing. I'm just
Yeah.
checking to see if this thing's gonna kill me while I'm laying there.
We.
Because
I don't know.
Belvedere's monsters tend to attack when you're down.
It all depends on the monsters.
It depends. But yeah, I think that'll be my action. Um, and I've got no need for a bonus action because I'm playing dead. Is that what kind of a roll would you like me to make? I will also hold my breath, so that I'm not moving, right?
I would say a performance to trick it, or possibly a medicine check to see how well you can play dead.
That's good. I will attempt medicine. That is 21.
Okay. So as your form gives way and you descend into almost a puddle, as it's you kind of ooze out of its talons. The wings just flap.
Yep. My quarterstaff kind of drops and clanks right on the ground, or lands on the grass. I guess it doesn't clank because it's soft. Yeah, that'll be my turn. The potion, what do you call it, kind of hits my body and is as I melt into the grass, is kind of like in the center of my gooey pile, right? Well, we'll see what happens.
You hear a heavy sigh as you disappear, seemingly dead as ooze. For anyone who would be watching, Adbala kind of grinds her teeth, looking at the dying form of Chance. She will cast Sanctuary and then slams the shutter back closed, locking herself inside.
Save me a spell slot.
Cast Sanctuary on herself?
No, on Chance.
Oh, dope.
Apparently dead.
Dope.
Death save from Chance, please.
Come on. 18.
18 is another save.
Yay!
Did you add your d4, or is that without your d4?
That's without my d4.
That is without your d4. Roll your d4.
3, so 21.
20.
Yay!
Roll me a d100.
Oh, that I'll do digital because I never learned how to do it with the real dice.
You rolled 2d10s.
Roll. Yep.
Or a
52.
d10. 52, you are over half. Okay. So between Lathander and Adabra today, the 21 puts you over a 20. We will give you the perks of rolling a nat 20, which means that you are conscious and at 1 HP.
Awesome. I'm gonna continue to pretend I'm unconscious or dead. If I have to hold my breath, I will.
Medicine check from you.
That should be a good one for you, right? You're a cleric.
No.
Wait, what?
Does bless count for skill rolls?
Does what? Bless? No.
Darn it.
No, just
You're lucky
attack
you
rolls
got
and
it for
saving
saves.
throws, I think.
3.
Yeah. I'm
3.
gonna grab something to eat. I'll be right back. I can still hear y'all.
Oh, man. What is with my cursed rolls? Ever since I read about the guy that plays Wesley Crusher on Star Trek Next Generation, his
Will
dice
Wheaton?
curse. Yeah, Will Eaton. He
Will
always
Wheaton?
rolls poorly in D&D games. But ever since
My
I
neighbor.
read about that, I've been having terrible rolls.
My neighbor used to house sit for him, and I used to tutor his kids in physics.
Nice.
I didn't know he
Sweet.
had kids.
So with that, the Periton circles back to the window and begins to just flapping, tearing at the shutters with its talons.
Got it.
Brings us back to Orphus.
I will, I think it is a bonus action.
To hand me.
Or maybe it isn't. Yeah, I'm gonna try to hand you the potion. Yeah, I will, what do you call it? I think, hold on, I just want to make sure that it is a bonus action. Yeah, as a bonus action, I will, as quietly and as stealthily as I can, extrude like a tentacle, where my potion is, and then, snake it over, to Chance and use an action to pour it down his throat.
Okay.
Yep.
So one of you may roll.
I prefer
for
Eric
a
rolls the 2d4 plus 2.
healing potion.
Because we know how my rolls have been.
Well, my rolls haven't been great either. You said 2d4?
Yep.
Cool. I rolled 6, so 6 plus 2 is 8.
Woo! I would have
Nice.
gotten in that one 2 dice.
Oh, there you go. That should hopefully get you close to full, right?
1 point away. I
Awesome.
briefly open my eyes and wink at him, and then close my eyes again.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anything else for Orphus?
No, that's my action and my bonus action. I think I will stay put for the time being.
I will stay here until sundown if I have to.
Yeah. Orphus isn't looking too good.
You hear.
Are you wounded?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm down below half. Yeah. Could have used it on myself, but I remembered you saying that you are a healer, right?
Yeah. I didn't realize you had gotten hit.
Wannabe.
Wannabe healer?
You both kind of hear as the shutters at the side of this garden begin to rattle and shake, and almost a bit of a light flares from the cracks as you hear in this deep, deep voice of still reminiscent of her before, but a tone more serious now. As with the help of thaumaturgy, she yells at this beast to, "Will you go away?"
Oh, nice. Got it.
And that brings us back to the newly healed, freshly healed Chance.
Okay, I'm going to gently and very stealthily reach out my hand until it is touching a puddle of ooze. Even if it's just a fingertip. And then I'm gonna...
Just the tip.
Oh, man. You made me lose it mid-sentence. Okay. And... is there a verbal? Okay, it's just touch. So I'm going to, with my eyes closed, very quietly whisper a prayer to Lathander and heal him for 10 points.
Oh, dope. I'm at max.
All right. Anything else for Chance?
I will hold my movement.
You cannot hold movement.
Ah, you
hold
dog.
Action, and you've already used it.
Mm-hmm.
Fine.
You can take a bonus action. Or you can move. Or you can stay next to me.
I'll stay next to you because...
He doesn't want to stand up and get credit again.
Exactly. and plus...
You've got Sanctuary on you, though.
Yes,
so actually,
I do.
if that thing were going to attack someone, it's better you than me.
If it attempts to attack him and fails, it redirects to another creature.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't want to...
Well then.
That's why I was trying to hold my movement so that I could spring up if I needed to. But I guess that's it. That's my turn.
I need... Let's see.
What CR is this creature?
As the Periton, a lot less than the Manacora that I had planned for you, kind of pushes off the rattling shutters, flies up, and does a bit of a loop around you all. Just watching. That'll bring us to Orphus.
I'll say, all right, let's try this again. And I will, using the pseudopod, I've already extruded, what do you call it? Oh, no. I don't know if I can do that. So I have fallen into a shapeless blob. That means that I don't think I can interact with objects. I don't think that means that I can use my quarterstaff anymore, right? It says the pseudopod can manipulate objects, but it can't attack. So I think I need to either revert to a humanoid shape in order to pick up my quarterstaff, which would require an action, or I think should I still be able to in blob form just make unarmed attacks,
Uh,
just like
I
slam
don't
into it?
know. Let
Yeah,
me pull your
and this is my
you don't.
this is my first time playing a plasmoid,
Yeah,
so.
I've never
And a monk.
ever interacted with one.
You could
so.
like ooze down its throat and suffocate it.
I don't think that's how that works.
Tough one.
That's what
Yeah,
I would
shape
do if
self.
I was one.
Pulling you
So
up.
shape, yeah. So here's your Oh, let me see. D&D Beyond, Plasmoid. Right. As an action, you can reshape your body to give yourself a head, one or two arms, one or two legs, and makeshift hands or feet. Or you can revert to a luminous blob. While you have a humanoid shape, you can wear clothing and armor made for a humanoid of your size.
So it does specifically say that a pseudopod can't attack.
Right. So I
you
can't.
would have
Yeah, I
to
can't.
use your bonus action or action, I guess, to reshape yourself again.
A pseudopod can attack, but can my limbless blob form attack? Just as an unarmed strike without needing to use any weapons? I don't have any arms, but it's unarmed, right?
Let me reread again. So the pseudopod is the limb.
It's the limb, yeah.
Literally.
Yeah, I'm assuming
unarmed.
that being a limbless blob means that I can't use items. Or I can't use a weapon, right? I can't hold something if I'm limbless.
Yeah, we'll go with that. That makes sense for a monk.
Sounds good. So I will blob on over and try to slam that dude twice in the face with my attack action and my bonus attack action.
Okay.
All right, that is an 18.
18
Number
hit.
1. For 7 bludgeoning damage.
All right.
All right, bonus attack. Oh, sorry.
Nope. I was just gonna say it's like when you slap somebody with a sponge.
Bonus attack 17
still hits.
Still hits? Okay. And then bludgeoning. Oh hey, another 7 damage.
Excellent.
Just wet sponging my way across his face. And I will move myself to be actually within range of said dude. There.
Okay.
Cool.
So as the sounds of sticky slaps ring, the shutters creep open again, and from beyond there is another flash, and not saying that you left anything on this feathered bird, but almost like the sparkling dew of morning glow radiates on this paradigm for a brief moment, and it seems to burn for a second as this dew takes shape. She has sacred flamed it with her. We'll have to double check, but I believe she's an acolyte of Shantea.
Dope.
Kind of side looks, frustrated look back at Chance's way, and kind of gets ready to pull the shutter closed again. Chance, you are up.
Hi, Lenny.
Take a deep breath.
So I will get up 10 feet. So that leaves me 5 feet left if I need it. And I will. If I hold an action, I lose it if I don't need it. The question is, will the thing hit Orphis on this turn?
Possibly.
Okay, I am going to use thermatology to create a sound directly behind the creature to distract it and give Orphis advantage. The sound will
Thaumaturgy?
be...
Oh.
Yeah. Thaumaturgy, yeah. You create an instantaneous sound that originates from a point of your choice without...
Okay.
It'll be ominous whispers.
Okay. Give me a,
I'll
say, Arcana or Performance or Intimidation.
Yeah. Hey, Pete,
Yeah.
is that an action?
Yeah.
Yes, yes, it is.
It is. Okay. We will have a chat later about what it means to exchange an action for giving someone advantage, right? Because if you had just attacked, we would have been rolling with advantage anyway, because you would have rolled once and I would have rolled once.
Yeah, but I
If
have
that's...
Sanctuary on, so I can't attack.
Oh, no, that makes sense. Sounds great.
So +4,
He doesn't have the fluidity of Orphis to help him with effects either.
16.
16 was for what?
You told me to roll performance, so I did.
Performance. I
Oh.
gave you options. I needed to know what you were rolling.
Okay.
Dope.
Anything else for Chance?
Bonus action? Movement?
I'm staying right where I am now, behind Orphis.
Okay.
So that I can heal him if I need to. And that is my turn. I'll hold my bone. No, I won't. Because that would cost me my last spell slot. So, if I don't need it. That is my turn.
All right.
Sounds great.
As you all hear whispers echo from behind this periton. It kind of dives and attempts to skirt around you, Orphis. The opposite side of Chance there. I assume a 24 hits.
I hate you.
Oh, is it moving past me to get at Chance? Do I get an opportunity attack?
It's moving around you.
Gotcha.
So,
got it.
Yeah.
It's swerving.
Yes, it hits.
So 9 points of piercing damage.
You're still up.
And
no, I'm not.
Oh no, you're just down.
This is on Orphis.
Oh, I'm still up.
Okay.
Yes. Now it does skirt by you, seemingly trying to get away from whatever is whispering behind it. Unfortunately, it does have flyby, so you don't get an opportunity attack. So it has kind of up above the roof almost of this house. It is now your go, Orphis.
How hurt are you,
It
Orpheus?
is
Really
on a
hurt?
scale of 1 to 10. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm at about a 1.
Okay. I will reach out and use my last spell slot to.
It is
It's
Orpheus's
not your
turn
turn
now.
yet. Yeah, that's my turn.
Oh, I thought he said. Why did I think Orpheus was me? Okay.
I have no idea. Because we didn't say
I'm,
Orpheus, maybe?
Yeah, that
yeah.
must be it.
Mhm. Um, what do you call it? Um, so he's up there. Any chance I could get up there to attack him? Probably not, right?
Do you have a climb speed?
I do not have a climb speed. No, I don't.
Uh,
Uh,
you're welcome to try.
I feel like it might make more sense for me to just wait for it to close the distance, and then attack. Remind me what it mean when you hold an action. You can only hold your action, right? So you can't
Correct.
hold an action and a bonus action.
Correct.
Um, mhm. Or you can't hold just a.
No, it's up there. And then I'm gonna poke the gooey gob again with my finger and heal him for 7 points. And that's the last of the heals, buddy. So either we run away or
Can I, as a
She kind of nods and begins to pull the shutters closed, nodding her head towards the front door, which is here.
oh great.
Um,
Well, also, as a result, it flew away and it didn't attack you that turn and kill you.
It definitely attacked me that turn.
But it could have finished you.
That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Its score.
Yeah. That's fair.
Or it might
Okay.
turn its score up. Who knows? But that will be a 22 to hit.
I need a wisdom saving throw, please.
Yeah.
Oh, dope.
22 to hit. Wisdom save.
One.
Thank you for the reminder.
That one.
That is a 3. And I guess now that Orpheus has attempted to pseudo punch him, it knows he is not dead. So 22 to hit Orpheus.
Oh yeah, that definitely hits.
Oh, God.
Piercing damage.
That definitely hits. Sounds good.
How much damage?
6. 6.
20, 25. And it will lift up 10 feet in the air and attempt to get back out of range of you both. Which brings us to Orpheus.
Orpheus is
Run.
bolting for the front door. 5, 10, 15. Somewhere around here? 20?
Yeah.
Alright.
So you may hold your action to dash once the door opens. That is your plan.
Sure. That sounds like a great action to take.
Or you can hold it to, or you can use it to dodge. I guess would be an option as well.
No, I'm gonna try to get in so we can try to take a quick breather, and then re-engage. Right.
Alright.
What's good for the lady is good for the blob.
So you hear the patter of feet on a kind of packed dirt floor, and sure enough, the torn up wood door creaks open.
Okay, sounds good. I will enter.
Enter just a simple, tiny cottage. There isn't a lot within. Kind of a one room. You do have a large cooking hearth, a bunch of bundles of herbs and things hanging up all throughout. There is a side door that you would suspect leads to the windmill itself. There's kind of a low stone perimeter, and then packed above it would be some sort of not really clay or dirt, but like a maybe something similar to thatch packed with mud built the rest of the walls here. Chance,
Gotcha.
you are up.
Okay, I am. It's 25 movement to get to the door, 5 to get in, and I'm gonna spin around and help her close the door and hold it shut while she locks it.
Alright. You are now all safely within. Just gotta look to both of you. He will.
Ah!
Pete, I think you're at 9 and I'm at 3, right?
Yeah, but I just realized we could have won this battle by now.
Alright, could you have casted a spell?
I could have used a reaction whenever it hit me to do 2d8 damage.
Or use your longbow at any point in time.
Or use your longbow? Yeah, you could have attacked, but you didn't want to break sanctuary, so instead you were fun.
Well, that
It's okay.
sanctuary saved my life, so.
It did.
So as she walks back between you, kind of over to that window again, or if as she looks to you with a heavy sigh and points to a cabinet, almost like a pantry, just off the side, right behind you. It's got like a tray with a few more of those little pink vials, and as she steps forward, she kind of heaves out a rolling pin off the table and creaks open the window pane again.
I will take an action to turn back into a humanoid and then walk over and drink a potion.
Alright, so 6 points appealing to you.
Dope. I'm also at 9.
Chance, you hear the scratching and clawing of the door at your back. There you go.
I spin around and hold my hands against it, being like, oh, please hold up. Please hold up. Please hold. And I'll glance over at Orpheus and say, I'm kind of regretting meeting you now.
It's like, don't regret meeting me. Regret meeting the Terrapin.
That's a fairly good point. So, any plan here, or are we just stuck here?
Well,
It's going away on its own.
I will say, well, you could try attacking it.
Well, I would love to. That is such a marvelous idea. Oh, say, do you know anything that would actually harm this thing?
Well, I've been harming it with my wet slaps. I'm assuming that, and I'll point at your warhammer and your bow. I assume that any of those items would be equally, if not more, effective. I'll start looking around. I haven't been able. I've been in a limbless blob form, right? So all of my belongings are like outside. Yep. So I will start looking around for like any weapon that I can use here, right? A stick, a knife. Like
Can you use a
anything
warhammer?
That isn't 1d4 plus 3. No, I'm looking for simple weapons, or perhaps a short sword.
Don't have Tavern Brawler, but I will
don't.
allow you to pick up a broom.
A broom and use it as a quarterstaff.
Sounds
good. The jankiest fight ever. I love it.
Unfortunately, Chance, your round was taken up by a conversation, so that does bring us back to Orpheus.
Oh, that's just wrong.
It's a 6-second conversation. If you want that.
Okay.
It's your turn.
Sounds good. Is the door locked? Is that the deal?
I believe he is attempting to keep it pinned.
Okay.
She did not lock it.
Okay.
I request she was peering
Okay.
into the shutters instead.
Sure, just no worries. I'll say to Chance, I'm going to go outside, shoot at it from in here.
Oh, that's a great idea. You do realize I can't heal you. Grab a
Well-
couple potions.
We can stay in here and starve to death, or actually I'll say you can, and I'll point at the tray of more potions, right?
I'll throw them at you. How's that sound?
I will. Yeah, sure, sounds good. I will come out, and can I slime my way out of the shutters?
You have taken humanoid form again now.
I think that I don't know that I need to be in blob form to do that. Let me check.
How wide? How big are the windows?
amorphous. You can squeeze through a space as narrow as an inch wide, provided you are wearing and carrying nothing.
Perfect.
Oh, great. He's going to strip.
Acrobatics check to see if you can squeeze your broom through there.
Sure. Acrobatics check.
It's a free action to lock a door, right?
Easy enough to do.
13.
No, typically a action is required for that.
Oh, man.
But that's something the lady can do for us. I got a 13.
Yeah, easy enough.
Sounds good.
Through the small end.
Awesome. I will come out the side, and I will object interaction pick up my darts, just so that I have them on my body again, and can I can make an attack with them if I need to, and then I think as my I will hold an act. I will try to do this while making as much sound as I can. Hey, I'm over here, type of thing, and then ready in action to attack the monster as it closes range. And that will be my turn.
Adabra, taking your cue, pushes open the shutter and kind of steps back, reading a spell. Chance, what do you?
I'll say, it would be really great if you could have locked the door for me.
That would have taken an action.
It hasn't opened yet.
I'm talking to her.
Yeah. Oh. She's getting ready to attack. She's doing exactly what she needs to do.
You did answer, I don't know if you heard.
Do what?
She did answer, I don't know if you heard.
I didn't.
She said it hasn't opened it yet.
Yeah, it hasn't opened it yet.
It's a bird.
It doesn't have opposable thumbs.
Okay, if you snakes know,
the door, right? It's just been scratching at the door.
is there another window facing orifices?
Yeah, there's another set of shutters leading into this porch.
Okay, I will. Is that an enclosed porch?
There's like a roof over this like garden.
Okay.
Like a patio.
I will crack the shutter open just a little bit and pull out my bow and ready to shoot the orifice. I mean,
No,
not the orifice. The orifice of the monster.
I'm not healing you anymore. I'll just figure it's so orifice you would first see as this periton arises back up over the roof, being attracted to your attention.
And I am,
Nice.
just to be clear, I am holding my shot until it's in sight.
Yes. Were you holding a dart? No, you just picked. Okay.
I just picked them up. I'm still broom handling, or brooming.
Perfect. So we'll bomb you then if you're not going to attack it first. Peter, make your attack.
Yes.
Chance, you may make your attack.
And then our lady can also release her spell.
Where's my
Does,
dice?
not as effective this time because she's in a hurry. So that is only 3 points of radiant damage.
19.
19 will hit.
3 points of damage.
Because we are rolling garbage for damage, it is going to attack you again, Orpheus.
Okay.
Oh, wow, okay. So 7 will not hit. It seems that the arrow and the blast of Morning Dew has distracted it enough.
Morning dew. will take my held action attack.
All right.
Boop. That'll be a 17.
17 will hit.
What did that do?
Points is just enough.
Dope.
In which case it's even better.
Sure, I'll do two-handed. I can't, what do you call it, attack it with with an unarmed strike this round anyway. So, 9 points of damage to the face. With the broom end, right? The fuzzy end. Awesome.
So yeah, as this person kind of dive bombs talents to rip into the humanoid form that is Orifice once more, it's distracted as it takes an arrow.
I love everything about Belvedere when he DMs except for his rolls.
Yeah, I really like the after round summary, right? Just summarizing everything really cinematically. It really helps tie up the round in a nice way. Awesome. Cool. I'll say, appears the beast has been felled.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Um.
I'll poke it. I'll poke it with the broom. Yes.
Oh. Okay.
Unnatural creature. Whatever brought it down out of the mountains.
Thank Lathander. Oh, that was a close one. I almost wet myself that time.
Purpose will begin picking up the rest of his belongings from the ground and say, "My lady, I am. Thank you for your assistance. I'm glad we were able to help and arrived here. It appears just in time."
Yeah, yes. Do come in. You look as though you're in need of a rest. Have the pot on. You can have some tea. You don't seem to get out as much as you both appear to, but I appreciate the help. Come on in.
Thank you for your hospitality. Do monsters like this frequently attack you at your cottage?
No. Typically, we get the usual. Coyotes, sometimes wolves in the distance. The odd angry bear likes to raid my current bushes. Of course, I'm happy to share. But, no, haven't seen anything the likes of this since a strange white dragon appeared maybe 11 years ago or so.
Is this ringing any bells with me? Strange white dragon appearing 11 years ago?
Give me a history check.
It sure is with me.
Uh,
It killed one of my characters.
That's a nat one. So nope.
Nope.
Actually, that sounds like that sounds fearsome. Well,
He, oddly enough, was the mount of this strange green cyclops and his companions.
interesting. Well, And then,
Yes.
yes, Phandalin. The town council requests your services.
And it wouldn't hurt for you to put in a good word for the church I'm planning to build.
Ignore everything my companion has to say.
She's a cleric, okay? By the way, who's her god?
I will double check, but I believe it is Shadana.
See, if it had been Lethander, I could partner with her.
Nobody liked Lathander or any other person that he that wasn't even part of this room initially.
Lathander wasn't?
No, the mission call or whoever.
Oh, yeah, that was Dragonlance. That's why I switched.
Yes. So the Keeper's Hill is considered a holy site of Shantea, and she is a acolyte of Shantea.
Goddess of life and bounty. Dope.
You know, I follow the god of renewal and new horizons, and I follow the Morning Lord. When does your god get up?
Oh, Shantea never sleeps. Look all around you.
Well, clearly she doesn't rule the mornings because my god does.
I'll say, Shantea would not be so small as to be limited to a particular time of day.
Fair point. Fair point.
Shantea does not need to rule. She's a giver. Someday, young man, you will learn how the joys of the simple things. But yes, what crazy comes from Phandalin at this day?
He's got the note.
I will show. I will. What do you call it? Show. Am I going to show the note? No, I will not show the note. I'm remembering what the note said, and it said, "Do not use my name." On it, and it has the name of the mayor right at the bottom of it. I'll say, it was unclear to me why the council has requested your presence. What I do know is that there have been strange occurrences around these hills, having to do with strange beasts descending around. When the town has asked for your assistance and also asked us to survey the land around to investigate these strange new occurrences.
That certainly explains that monstrosity there. But I cannot abandon my keeper.
Your keeper.
Is your keeper from Sutherland? Keeper Sutherland?
Oh, I must. If there are indeed dangers lurking, I must keep her hill safe. And no offense offense to the two of you, though I do appreciate your help. I do feel safer here.
At the moment, so do I.
I'll say, I see. There is nothing we can do to persuade you to come with us to Phandalin. I'll say, I'm sure that a person of your skill will have much to offer and give to the city, the citizens of Phandalin in this time of need. And I'll place an emphasis on the word give, right? She talked about being Shantea being a giver earlier.
Right now, I'm just worried that we won't get paid.
I'll say, as I said earlier, feel free to ignore everything my companion says. The Lady Nyana.
I cannot believe you use that word, that name.
We'll take another history check.
Okay.
He is dropping all kinds of other campaign bombs into this right now.
I've just got a two.
Belvedere's world is always related.
I just got a two. Yeah, doesn't
know
register.
absolutely nothing about it. I love how Chance isn't rolling at all because Peter doesn't want to know.
Sorry. I will say, surely the town, there's nothing, surely the town, there is no fear greater, for a town than the welfare of its citizens.
Just to be clear, I'm kind of looking at Orphis with an expression of, if she don't come, do we get paid? And that's my way of helping him persuade her. So if he rolls persuasion, he has advantage.
I'm the wrong person to roll persuasion.
Okay. Then I guess I'll have to do my job.
Understand that. I do. And I would be happy to offer my services to anyone who needs it, as I have continued to do since, well,
what sort of duties do you attend to? Because I'm kind of new at this, and we may not serve the same deity, but I suspect that maybe I could learn a little something from you. I'm just starting out, you see, and as I told my friend here, I have no training. I just want to serve the Morning Lord.
I have plenty that I may teach if there is information that you are looking for. I attend the hill as a metaphoric keeper. I commune with the mother around us. I offer my services to the bringing of life and the bringing of health and the bounty of the harvest. I enjoy the nature and the history from within it. For the circle of life is growth and building and memory.
With that, Orpheus will kind of, his face will kind of perk up and like turn. Yes, memory. Um, the city speaks of you fondly and as someone who is always willing to um, help when she is able. Um, will you taint that memory now by refusing a call when the need is great?
Did I miss it? Did you mention the Dweros or some other situation that requires her services?
Did I mention the what?
We haven't told her why she's needed yet.
The Dweros were a suggestion in the note that you took, but
Okay.
aside
I'm
from
trying not
asking
to
her to come for her safety, I just
Yeah.
didn't know if you had given her a service to perform that I missed, or if you're just speaking more generally that somebody there might need something. Or
well,
her
I think
knowing is the service. I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything.
I'm trying not to lie to her, right? Because I feel like that was clearly like not the truth. And I'm trying to keep everything above board. I don't want my first interaction to be with someone to be telling them a lie.
I will give you one more chance at a history check.
Okay, one more chance at a history check. 19.
19. It didn't clue in at first when you first read the name. But the Dweros are a small family. A bit of an abnormality in Phandalin. They have had 7 children in the span of about 2 years.
Okay, sounds good. I will say the posting had mentioned the posting on the job board had mentioned the Dweros. The Dwero family. It's not technically a
Yeah, why didn't you start with that? I know.
Okay.
I'm talking to myself.
For a moment.
Do you have any juice?
Is not the season for oranges right now.
Oh, since we came and helped you out and all, and I mean, not that we do it for profit or anything like that, but I was just wondering, could we keep a couple of your health potions? Your healing potions?
I'll say we are carrying them within us as we speak.
I mean, can we have some extra in case we need them?
She looks at you both, Chance, with your bloody scabs and dried blood. Orifice, whatever you leak when you've been wounded. Watches over you. I think it best we travel prepared, yes.
That's good.
Awesome.
Roll me a d6.
Who would like to roll?
You can roll. I've rolled a lot.
4.
4.
Nice.
There are 4 remaining health potions.
Awesome.
2 and 2.
How should we carry them?
Oh, you got your pouch back, right?
Yeah. No. What I mean is, do we want 2 with
2 and 2.
Lara or Adabra, and then 1 for each of us, or 2 on me and 1 on each of you all? What are you?
She doesn't need a healing potion.
It would be helpful for her to have 1 to feed to us, though. But she need to heal us.
Don't be like that.
Hey! No comments from the balcony section. Well, I'm gonna carry 2. How you divide your half, that's up to you. But I figure I'll be around you more than she will.
No, but you.
Because we're such great friends now.
Yeah, you also possess the power to heal.
So does she.
Out need the use of potions, right?
She does as well.
Sounds good. I will take 2 and leave 1 for you and 1 for Adabra.
And I will take both.
As the only person who cannot heal themselves, right?
Alright, so you may both add 2 potions of healing to your inventory.
Okay.
Thank you for this. I will give her a gold in exchange for taking them, even though it's nowhere worth. I'll blush a little bit and say, times are rough for the church, but this is what I can give you.
You keep it for your church, sir.
Oh, thank you. And he
Yeah.
stuffs it in a pocket.
Alrighty. Alright, and I think that's probably a good place for us to wrap up today.
So we will set off on our about an hour and a half, 2 hour trek back to Phandalin once we have locked up and settled up and finished our tea. Great job. I actually didn't think that we would get through any sort of mission today, so that's awesome.
Nice.
That was tough.
Yep. Do we want to say we are gotten back to town and delivered her to there, or do we want to play that journey back out?
That's up to you guys.
Hey, Peter.
I'm thinking. If that makes sense, so that there isn't a need to wait for both of us to be available if Pete can play on like a weeknight and I can't, for example.
I agree.
Okay. So as you return, you can collect your 25 gold between the two of you for returning her safely. Any additional stuff we can act out later. And you may both level up to level 2.
You take 13, I'll
Alright.
take 12.
Sounds good?
Excellent. Hope you enjoyed, guys. I appreciate it.
It was
I did.
super fun. It was a good time.
For being the
yeah.
first citizens of Phandalin.
Thanks for running this. I that first round was just a series of lucky rolls by you and unlucky rolls by us, and it really helped set the tone for that encounter. And it just,
He is Captain Crit for a reason.
He just didn't let up after that. But I think that I think we got some good play in between, taking cover inside the house to playing dead, and of course all of Chance's inappropriate questions.
You don't talk to people about their poo the first time you meet them?
Right? How do you poop? It's fairly regular. Look at this color swatch. Now, what color would you say your excrement was today? Because gray, that means we've got problems.
Ironically, my son would not hesitate to ask a question like that.
There you go. Alrighty. Well, what do you call it? I'll poke around on the Discord if y'all want to chat or talk later. But I think I'm going to check in on my kiddo who is about to be tucked in for nap to see how he's doing. Yeah.
Get ready for work anyway. But thank you.
All right. Thank y'all. Take care.
Thank you, Belvedere. Thank you, Eric.
Thanks, Pete.